The secret song that saved a girl's soul. Sometimes the biggest stars shine brightest when no one is watching. I've been a night shift librarian in this dusty West Texas town for 22 years. It's the kind of job where you mostly keep company with the smell of old paper and the hum of a flickering fluorescent light. Most nights, it's just me and the local regulars. One of those regulars was a 16-year-old girl named Sarah. Sarah was fragile. She'd come in every single night, soaking wet when it rained, clutching a notebook that was falling apart at the seams. She didn't have much, but she had these lyrics and a guitar with only 5 strings. It was a Tuesday, around 11:30 p.m., and the rain was absolutely pouring outside. I was about to lock up when the bell chimed. In walked a man. He was wearing a grease-stained trucker hat pulled low, a flannel shirt that had seen better days, and boots that were caked in red mud. But when he looked up to ask where the poetry section was, I felt my heart skip a beat. It was Caleb Walker. The man is a living legend. 3 Grammys, sold-out stadiums, and a voice that sounds like gravel and honey. I knew it was him instantly. But I saw the way his shoulders were hunched. He looked exhausted, like he was carrying the weight of the whole world on his back. So I did the only thing that felt right. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "Poetry is in the back, sir. Let me know if you need a hand." I didn't ask for an autograph. I didn't pull out my phone. I just let him be a man instead of a monument. About 10 minutes later, I heard a quiet, jagged sob. I walked toward the back and found Sarah sitting on the floor, her notebook scattered everywhere. Her last guitar string had snapped, and she looked like she'd finally reached her breaking point. Caleb was standing just a few feet away, watching her. He looked at me, then back at her. I whispered, "She's got the soul of a poet, Caleb. She just doesn't have the tools." I watched him take a deep breath. He walked over, sat right down on that dirty carpet next to her, and didn't say a word about who he was. He just pointed to her notebook and said, "That's a hell of a first line, kid. Mind if I see the rest?" Sarah didn't even look up. She just pushed the book toward him, wiping her eyes. For the next 2 hours, I broke every rule in the handbook. I kept the library open way past midnight. I turned off the main lights so they could have some privacy. I watched through the glass as the most famous songwriter in America spent 2 hours teaching a runaway girl how to find a melody in her heartbreak. He didn't just give her advice, he gave her hope. Before he left, he pulled a pick out of his pocket, a worn-out tortoiseshell pick, and pressed it into her hand. He looked at me, tipped his hat, and whispered, "Thanks for the quiet, man." I never told a soul. Not the local paper, not my boss, nobody. 6 months later, a delivery truck pulled up to the library. They dropped off 12 brand new acoustic guitars, a top-of-the-line recording setup for the community room, and a scholarship fund for local poets that was enough to send 10 kids to college. There was a note attached. It simply said, "For the girl with the notebook and the man who knows how to keep a secret." Sarah's in Nashville now. She doesn't know I was the one who whispered his name that night. And Caleb, well, he's still playing stadiums. But sometimes, when I'm closing up at midnight, I look at that spot on the carpet, and I remember that the most powerful music in the world is the song that nobody ever hears.